Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So, before saya continue with chapter 2 on numerical descriptive measures, saya nak tambah sikit on shape of distribution. Alright, so I was planning to skip this part actually at first, but then tak apalah. Saya rasa I'll just give you an introduction on the shape of distribution and skewness. So basically shape of distribution ni adalah bentuk taburan data-data yang awak collect. For example, you have 1000 data. So macam mana data awak ni dia punya distribution, macam mana taburan data yang awak ada. Okay, so that is actually shape of distribution lah. Alright, so kita ada 4 shape of data distribution ataupun skewness. Now, the first one is symmetrical. Alright, the first one is symmetrical atau biasanya kita panggil as normal distribution lah. Okay, normally distributed ataupun a bell shape. Kenapa nama dia bell shape? Because data awak ini bentuk dia macam sebuah loceng. Okay, dan dia simetri kerana apa? Kalau kita bahagi dua, okay, di sebelah kiri dan kanannya adalah mirror image yang lebih kurang sama. Alright, so this is symmetrical. Bentuknya macam bell shape. Alright, so apa maksud dia? Okay, contoh kan, ada setengah buku dia pakai gambar kangaroo ni. Okay, kalaulah you draw your histogram, so kalau you notice dekat belakang ni ada histogram. Okay, dia ada bars. And bila you tengok your bar punya shape, dia lebih kurang macam ni. Okay, the shape of your bars itu almost symmetry. Okay, kadang-kadang tak adalah exactly symmetry, tapi you nampak bentuknya lebih kurang sama. So the distribution is said to be normally distributed. Okay, normally distributed, sometimes called normally distributed. Okay, tapi ada setengah buku dia pakai gambar kangaroo ni. Okay, dia kata two identical kangaroos show this graph is a mirror image type shape. Okay, bila you tengok bentuk dia, okay, kiri dan kanan sama, then dia symmetrical. Okay, ini saya bagi you brief je dulu. Nanti at the end of this chapter saya akan ulang balik shape of distribution. Okay, and then lepas tu another shape of distribution is skewed to the right ataupun positively skewed. Kalau you tengok dalam data positively skewed ini, taburannya tak seimbang. Okay, so this is your y-axis and here is your x-axis. Okay, so you tengok data awak banyak bertabur kat sini. So contohlah kalau saya lukis bar chart saya bentuk dia lebih kurang macam ni. Okay, kalau you lukis bar chart, most of the distribution ada di sebelah sini, this part. And bila X tu makin besar, taburan dia makin sikit. So kalau you tengok kangaroo punya tail ni, dia ke kanan. So this kind of shape kita panggil positively skewed ataupun skewed to the right. So kalau dia terbalik, okay, kalau dia terbalik, then distribution is said to be skewed to the left. Alright, jadi saya bagi contoh lain lagi. And then kita ada lagi satu bimodal. Bimodal ni adalah you ada dua peaks, okay, yang sama, these two peaks. Okay, tapi yang ini jarang keluar lah. Alright, so kita biasanya fokus on the three types of shape of distribution: normally distributed, skewed to the left and also skewed to the right. So there are a few methods, okay, to determine shape of distribution. So kita boleh guna these 5 methods lah in our syllabus. We can determine the shape of distribution by looking at your histogram or your stem and leaf plots, box and whisker plot, measure of central tendency, okay, by looking at the mean, median and mode, okay. And another one is by using Pearson's coefficient of skewness. So since you all dah tengok histogram and stem and leaf plots, so in this video I'm just going to show you how to determine shape by using these 2 methods. Okay, so now I'm going to show you, okay, how to determine shape of distribution by looking at your histogram. For example, okay, if you have a histogram that is almost symmetrical on the left and right, okay, bentuk dia lebih kurang sama, macam bell shape, then the distribution is said to be normally distributed, okay, symmetrical. So in this first diagram, based on the histogram, the distribution is said to be normally distributed. That is in the first example. But if you have a histogram that have 2 peaks, then this kind of distribution is said to be bimodal, where in bimodal distribution it has 2 peaks of the same height. If you have a histogram that looks something like this, where most of the distribution dekat sini, okay, then this kind of distribution is said to be positively skewed. Or skewed to the right, because shape dia banyak tertumpu di sebelah nilai-nilai X yang kecil. Kalau dia terbalik, then dia jadi skewed to the left. Okay, so this one, this is your X-axis. Data awak banyak tertumpu di sini, nilai-nilai X yang besar. So that one kita panggil skewed to the left. So by referring or by looking at your histogram, you can actually determine the shape of the distribution. So this is the first method, by looking at your histogram. Another way is by looking at your stem and leaf plot. Okay, you can determine your shape of distribution by looking at your stem and leaf plots. So if you still remember, your stem and leaf plot has a leading digits and also a trailing digits. Okay, if you are the stem and leaf plots, your leaf must be order ascendingly. Okay, and how you are going to determine the shape of this distribution based on your stem and leaf plots. Okay, kalau you tengok macam ni, data awak almost symmetry. Kalau you rasa tak nampak bila you tengok macam ni, okay, awak rotate dia, jadikan dia vertical. So you nampak data tu almost symmetrical. Dia tak exactly symmetry, okay, tapi lebih kurang symmetry. So based on the stem and leaf plots, you can conclude that the distribution is normally distributed. So same goes for this kind of stem and leaf plots. If you look here, okay, kalau kita rotate jadi macam ni, you tengok ekor ni panjang ke sebelah kanan. Bila dia panjang ke sebelah kanan, positively skewed. Ataupun skewed to the right. Bila nak jawab, bila soalan tanya determine shape, jangan tulis positively skewed. Apa benda yang positively skewed? The distribution is positively skewed. So here, on the next diagram, bila you punya ekor itu panjang ke sebelah kiri, dia skewed to the left. Okay, so that's all. Okay, sedikit pengenalan on shape of distribution. Yang common adalah normally distributed, positively skewed, and another one is negatively skewed. So kita akan tengok lagi 3 cara yang lain, but selepas saya continue with chapter 2 numerical descriptive measures. So thank you.